First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zach Bond. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Another try after the first down sack. Locke going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Locke looks to throw it again. They'll roll him out right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackle made at the 21.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
It's the score, Seahawks 7, Saints nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
19-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From the 6.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Saints 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start with the option.
Now here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
Jordan Brooks with it.
And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Clock will try again on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. That one goes for 24 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Locke again here on second and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts
as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Score Seahawks 21, Saints 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Always got some breathing room. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season, and the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
For Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Boy, so another interception. CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Flush to his right, to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Now a handoff looking right. And it caught down, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Jason Myers.
And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by one more. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He was brought down by Marcus Peters. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
1st down, Seattle.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Locke working out of the gun. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted.
off at the 14. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6.
This one complete to Corey Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Locke to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Derek Barnett in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Michael Thomas. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Second and 9.
A lot going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And now here is another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
Run it right down.
He will find his big tight end over the middle. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 70, Saints 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
TJ Green on
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
final score,
A big offensive